I was talking to someone the other day and they asked an interesting question. He said, "Why is it that I've been married for 10 years and my wife and I see things so differently?" He went on to say he thought that by now they would see most situations the same and agree on most things. I thought that was an interesting comment, question, and I thought we'd go ahead and talk about it today. If I haven't introduced myself, my name's Alex Franks. And as we think about this question of why do people in relationships see things differently, I think there's 100 ways we could go and we could talk about it until you're bored out of your mind. So I think we'll just go ahead and address three things that I believe are important when thinking about why do people in relationships see things differently. The first one is we tend to believe as people that everyone thinks, feels the same way we do. That's not true at all. Each individual is, developed, grown, changed by the experiences of their lives, by the family they grew up with, by their friends, by the schools they attended, by different teachers. And so each experience, each trauma, each life thing creates something in you that's unique, and it makes all of us individuals. We tend to fall in love with an individual and then we expect them to think like us. And I'm not sure that that makes much sense. So the first thing to consider is I'm with someone who doesn't view the world the same way as I do. I think the second thing to think about is men and women think uniquely differently. Our processing's different. The way our brains work is different. And so if you're expecting your partner to process the way you do, that's not going to work at all, because women are global thinkers. I think about women as their information piles on top of each other, and somehow there's a catalog and everything connects, and each thing they experience today can connect to something from 4 days ago and from 10 days ago and a year ago and 6 years ago, and maybe all the way to when they were 4 or 5 years old. This may be a subconscious process, but it's a process that women use in their thinking process. Women are multitaskers. They juggle 100 things at one time. It's why women tend to overthink far more than men do. Whereas men are very linear in our thinking. We think one thing at a time. I like to call us box thinkers. I have this box open, then I close it. I have this box open, then I close it. I have this box open, then I close it. Men have to think in steps. And so we tend to close something when we're done. It's why men can actually sit and think of nothing. As a matter of fact, there's not many experiences better for men than thinking of nothing, which most women can't even understand the concept of thinking of nothing. That's not saying that men and women aren't uniquely strong in their own ways, just the processing information is different. And I think that's important to understand when we're wanting somebody to see things the same way I do. I think it's impossible if my partner sees things one way, it's through how she filters things in her processing. It's uniquely different than mine. So the third thing I think great relationships are based on is not on how we agree with things, but great relationships are based on, do we complement each other, not agree with each other? Agreeing isn't necessarily our end all. It's, am I with someone who complements me? Does she make me a better me? Does he produce in me a better outcome than I could do alone? What? It's the classic tale of, in my marriage, for example, I'm married to an introvert. I'm an extrovert. Some people would say I'm an extrovert's extrovert. I tend to move her more into social situations. She tends to move me into times of quiet and relaxation and stepping away from the busy that I create by being an extrovert. In that way, we complement each other. We don't necessarily have to see it the same way, but I help her be the best her, and she helps me be the best me because of our differences. We work on complementing. We tend to marry and be in relationships with people who produce the best us, not the best me. And so if our focus is us, we complete each other, we're going to be much more successful in our relationships. So I hope this helped with providing you some small insight into why do two people who have been together a long time see the world from a different point of view, have differences. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, comment. It'd mean the world to me. And remember, serve others, care about others, love your people. And if you've got a question, why not ask?